It was a special time in Jerusalem, and great crowds had gathered together for the Passover feast. Jesus, a man with long brown hair and a kind, gentle face, came riding toward the city on a humble donkey. As he entered Jerusalem, huge joyful crowds rushed out to welcome him all along the road. The happy people spread their cloaks upon the ground and waved bright green branches of palm leaves. "Hosanna," they shouted with great joy. "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." Children sang, and the whole city was filled with excitement as Jesus rode gently by. Jesus went to the great temple, where he lovingly taught the people about the kingdom of God. Each day he healed the sick and welcomed all who came to him with wide open arms. But some of the leaders grew jealous and angry, and they secretly began to plot against him. As the Passover drew near, Jesus gathered his 12 disciples together for a very special supper. They met together in a quiet upper room to share the Passover meal as close and loving friends. During the meal, Jesus took some bread, gave thanks to God, and gently broke it into pieces. "This is my body, given for you," he said to them. "Do this to always remember me." Then he took a cup of wine, gave thanks once more, and shared it with all his disciples. "This cup is a new promise," he told them, "poured out for the forgiveness of everyone's sins." Jesus knew that very difficult hours were coming, yet he loved his friends to the very end. "Love one another," he said gently, "just as I have truly loved each and every one of you." After the supper, Jesus went out with his disciples to a quiet garden to pray in the night. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus knelt down all alone and prayed to his Father in heaven. His heart was heavy with deep sorrow, for he knew exactly what he would soon have to face. "Father," he prayed earnestly, "if it is at all possible, please let this cup pass from me. Yet not my will, but your holy will be done," he prayed with perfect love and trust. That night, soldiers came into the quiet garden to arrest Jesus and to take him away. Though he had done nothing at all wrong, Jesus did not resist them or run away. His disciples were frightened and scattered into the dark, and Jesus was led off all alone. Jesus was brought before the rulers, who questioned him through the long and weary night. He was taken to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could find no fault in him at all. Yet the crowd, stirred up by the jealous leaders, loudly demanded that Jesus be crucified. So Jesus was handed over to be crucified, though he was completely innocent of any crime. They placed a heavy wooden cross upon him, and he carried it slowly through the streets. Jesus was led to a hill called Golgotha, just outside the great city walls. There, upon the cross, Jesus willingly gave his life for the sins of the whole world. Even then, Jesus prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." The whole sky grew dark over the land, and all of creation itself seemed to grieve. "It is finished," Jesus said at the very last, and he gave up his spirit peacefully. His faithful followers were heartbroken, and a deep and heavy sorrow fell over all of them. A kind man named Joseph gently and carefully took the body of Jesus down to be buried. They wrapped him in clean white linen and laid him in a new tomb carved from the rock. A great and heavy stone was rolled across the entrance to seal up the quiet tomb. Jesus' dear friends went home weeping, their hearts completely broken with grief and loss. All through the long Sabbath day, the followers of Jesus mourned and quietly waited. But this was not the end of the story, for something truly wonderful was about to come. Early on the first day of the week, before the sun had fully risen, women came to the tomb. They came carrying spices, wondering aloud who would roll the heavy stone away for them. But when they arrived, they were amazed, for the great stone had already been rolled aside. The tomb was open and completely empty, and the body of Jesus was nowhere to be found. Then a shining angel appeared before them, glowing brightly with brilliant heavenly light. "Do not be afraid," the angel said kindly to them. "You are seeking Jesus, but he is not here. He has risen, just exactly as he said he would. Come and see the place where he lay." Filled with joy and wonder, The women ran quickly to tell the disciples the amazing news. Then Jesus himself appeared to them, alive, risen from the dead in glorious and shining victory. His overjoyed friends rejoiced with overwhelming happiness to see their beloved Lord alive again. Jesus had conquered death itself, bringing hope and brand new life to all who would believe. And so we joyfully celebrate that he is risen, and his love and his life will never end.